rounds of the European leg of the season, we're already starting to see the stories and themes unfold in 2022. As we head for round 7 at Le Mans in France, it's full steam ahead as the summer break begins to come into view. So let's take a look back at what we've learned over the last 2 rounds. First and foremost, Pecco Bagnaia is back, and he's back in a big way. After an incredible ride through the pain barrier to come from 23rd to 8th in Portimao, Pecco proved he was truly back to his best just 1 week later in Jerez as he went from lights to flag for a commanding victory and his first of 2022. It's an alarming scenario for his competition, as the last time Pecco Bagnaia clawed his way to race-winning form, he didn't let go of it until the end of the season. The key for Pecco has been the return of the feeling he had with the Ducati at the end of last year, thanks to the team resorting back to 2021 settings on his GP22. One man that will take note of Pecco's performance more than most is the reigning world champion Fabio Quartararo. While Fabio's last 2 races have given him a win and a second place, he won't entirely be happy. He was the favourite all weekend long in Jerez, and so to be beaten by Pecco by some margin in qualifying and then not be able to get close enough to make a move all race long, Fabio won't be entirely confident with his championship lead. We head now to tracks where Fabio goes well, but so too does Pecco. Last Sunday was just a taster of the close quarters action we can expect to see between Yamaha and Ducati's front men, and hopefully we get to see a lot more of it. But one person to watch out for is the underdog. Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro is quite literally in the form of his life, and so too are Aprilia. After sealing back-to-back podiums for the first time in his Premier Class career, Aleix has taken Aprilia to shaking off the concessions that have been latched onto their back since their re-entry to MotoGP in 2015. But can Aleix and Aprilia really be a genuine title contender? It's a tricky question to answer, but if you asked yourself at the start of the season, would Aleix be second in the championship after 6 rounds, you'd probably, and quite rightly, say no. But here we are with an Aprilia just 7 points down. Times are changing in MotoGP, and Aprilia are proof of that. And on that whole line of conversation, the top Honda sits 9th in the championship. Just less than a month ago, we said in another video like this that Honda finally had a bike that could carry them back to the world-beating form they previously had. But the last 2 rounds have stirred up questions. After a baffling lack of rear grip in Portimao left Honda struggling, Jerez was only marginally better thanks to some vintage Marc Marquez magic for a fighting 4th place. But while Honda are struggling to find their form, we have to remember how young this new bike is. Upcoming races and tests will be vital for Honda to continue their progress, and now really isn't the time to be sounding the alarm bells. As every twist and turn Honda take, they'll be crossing off the dead ends and be stepping ever closer to finding the right path. One team that has thrown up more questions as of late are Suzuki. For all their free practice speed and incredible consistency, the results perhaps aren't quite what you'd expect. Their results are by no means bad, but with Mir still without a podium after 6 rounds and Rins falling victim to the effects of poor qualifying in Portimao and Jerez, Suzuki's 2022 title challenge can't really elevate to that next level until they find their Q2 key. But with Rins only 20 points down and Mir just 13 further back, there's no real reason to panic yet. But as Pecco Bagnaia said after Jerez, the time for being unable to afford to lose any more points to those at the head of the championship has arrived. It's time to put the boxing gloves on. Suzuki need to come out swinging. And in the spirit of fighting, one rider that needs to dig his heels in is Enea Bastianini. We mentioned previously that Bastianini had to use this early season time wisely to grab as many points as he could before the factory Ducati squad started to click. Well, time's up. And for Enea, he's missed out on valuable points over the last 2 rounds. The crash in Portimao left the Italian frustrated, and an 8th in Jerez wasn't exactly what he was looking for either. With 6 races in the next 2 months, Le Mans signals the start of an incredibly busy period for MotoGP, and one where Enea needs to carry consistency to take profit, if the beast is to be a genuine title threat. So that's it then for our little look at some of the topics over the last 2 races. With so much going on in MotoGP at the moment, it's only a shame that we can't fit it all into this video. Rumour mills for 2023 are rife with speculation, conversation on KTM's 2022 are endless, throughout the field there are rookies showing great signs of real progress, the topics go on and on. Let us know in the comments below what's caught your eye over the last few rounds, and who you think will excel as we go forward through the season.
Hi guys, I'm Marc Marquez. Make sure like and subscribe for more.